Hello, everybody. I think something might be goofy here. Let's see. Just a moment. I'm having some technical difficulties. Okay. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make it do this. Let's see. Does this turn? Bear with me, friends. I'm gonna figure it out. There we go. For some reason, my phone was acting funny and wouldn't let me turn it the other way. There we go. We're perfect. We're ready to go. Good morning, everybody. My name is Mr. John, and this is All Ages Storytime, brought to you by the Denver Public Library. I am excited today. We've got some fun stuff planned. We're just gonna get moving here because I've got a lot of stuff. We'll see if I can fit it all in. I would like to mention, if you're watching this today, which is February 3rd, today is Wednesday, February 3rd. If you're watching it live or even just early on today, the Sam Gary Library where I work, we've got a bunch of books outside available for browsing today up until about 4:30 because it's such a beautiful day here in Denver. So if you're watching this on February 3rd, please come down and see, I need one of these. Come on down and look for some books. We've got kids' books, adult books, all sorts of stuff. All right, we are gonna sing a little hello song like we always do to get started. We're gonna say, hi, hello, and how are you? So what I'd like you to do is not raise your hands, wave your hands back and forth like this, all right? So we're gonna back and forth and say, hi, hello, and how are you? Here we go. Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you? How are you? Hi, hello, and how are you? It's story time. All right, we'll do one more. We're gonna say hi, hello, and should we clap or stomp? Let's stomp today. Okay, so we're gonna say hi, hello, and stomp your feet. Hi, hello, and stomp your feet. Stomp your feet. Good job. Stomp your feet. Hi, hello, and stomp your feet. It's story time. Okay, that was wonderful. Well, friends, I've got a special treat. We're gonna do a little mystery letter here. I've got to grab my whiteboard though. Give me one moment. I thought I had everything, but I was missing this, and this is very important. We're gonna write our letter of the day on the board, and we're gonna see if we can guess what things Mr. John has, what mystery items he has today, okay? So we have a letter, one letter from the alphabet. I'm gonna write it up here. There's lots of letters to choose from. This letter looks like this. Here, I'm gonna turn it this way, okay? All right, here we go. We're gonna start out with a line. Whoa, it's not very straight, but it's good enough. And then, oh my goodness. I'm gonna do one, it's kind of hard to write that way, so I'm gonna do one more. There we go. This one's a little, not quite as, it's a little bit sloppy. Does anybody out there know what that letter is? It's got a line and then one loop. Some of my friends know what it is. Yeah, a lot of you do. P, good job, P. So, can we make the sound that the letter P makes? Pa, 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 pa. All right, pa, pa, pa. Good job. Well, I'm gonna start right out with a clue because today I don't have a mystery box. I don't have a mystery bag. What I have is a mystery. Well, this word, it is something that you might find in a kitchen. So people might cook with this, but it's also something that holds things. So it's usually kind of big and you can put things in it. So you might put water in it and boil it in order to make noodles. You might make a soup in it. So it's a big thing. And I'll give you one more clue. It rhymes with hot, but it starts with p. So p, ot, p, pot. There it is. Uh-oh, I have to, some of my mystery things are popping up. So here we go. And today, this is going to be our mystery pot. I've got things in here that start with the letter P. Well, one of them you can see right here. So sometimes we don't just talk about pots when we're cooking, we also talk about, what's that? It's a little different, isn't it? This one is big and holds lots of stuff. This one is a little bit flatter. Yeah. All right, the next thing in here that starts with the letter P. Well, let's stick with the food theme for a little bit, shall we? So you might want to make something in a big pot. And this is something that, oh boy, let's see, how do I always think of movie theaters, which of course we're not going to movie theaters right now, but we make this at home when we watch movies sometimes as a family. And so this is something that you heat up and it does something. It explodes and it turns from kind of a yellow color to a white color, and we usually add some salt and munch on it. Does anybody know what it is? My jar, I can shake it and make some noise. Does anybody know what that is? Here. Let's see. And turn white. It'll pop. It's popcorn. You're right. Popcorn. All right. Next up in my mystery pot is something else that we could cook in a pot or a pan. This is a vegetable, and it's a vegetable that grows underground. So you have to dig it up when you're ready to eat it. And you cook it. You don't ever eat it raw. You always cook it. But you can cook it different ways. You can fry it. You can mash it. You can make tater tots. You can make it au gratin style. And there's different kinds. There's russets, and there are, I think this is a Yukon Gold. There's also sweet ones of these. Do you know what this is? Can you tell? It's got some skin on it. Yeah, good job. Potato. Potato. All right, I have two more left, and these are kind of fun because these have double P's. So it's not just one P, but two. The first one is, she is an animal. She's a cartoon character, and it's a cartoon that's from England. And so they all have British accents. And so there's Daddy, and there's Mummy, and her brother is named George. And they're all an animal that, they're animals that you might find on a farm that go quack, 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 quack. So what animal is that? They have curly tails. Yeah, it's a pig. Well, do you know a famous pig besides Miss Piggy? A famous pig? I guess there's probably a lot of famous pigs now that I think about it. But this one, remember, she's in a family and her brother is George. Do you know who it is? It's Peppa. You're right, Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig. One last thing in here. This is something that you write with. So, if you want to draw or write, you use this, and it has an eraser on one side, so if you make a mistake, you can erase it. What is that? A pencil. And then, what color is this pencil? Pink, just like the eraser. So it's a pink pencil. Oh my goodness, friends, that was amazing. Give yourselves a round of applause. That was a lot of P words. All right, well today, we're gonna focus on the alphabet and all the letters because I have a very fun book. This is a classic. It's called Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. All right, I'm gonna have to figure out, normally my phone didn't want me to have it turned this way, so we need to fit it in here. All right. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, and it's by Bill Martin Jr. and John Archambault. So, if you like this book, there are some song versions of it online. There's some different things. So if you search, you can find some really fun versions of it and cartoons and things. But a lot of them, you have songs, and the songs sometimes have different melodies. What I like to do with this one is to have kind of focus on rhythm, so the beat. And so I'm gonna set a beat. Oops. Does anybody know what this is? We can speed it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. We can slow it down. So this is called a metronome. And this is used by musicians to keep a consistent beat. So we're gonna try this. I've never done this before, but we're gonna try and set a beat when we read this book. So when you hear that beat, if you want, you can clap along with it. You can tap your leg, you can stomp your foot. If you know how to snap, you can snap, you can nod your head, or you don't have to do any of that if you don't want to. But we're gonna read and kind of keep a beat, and we're gonna try switching the tempo, how fast or slow it is, throughout the book a couple times, just for fun. I think this will be kind of fun. All right, well, so there we go. There's our whole alphabet, friends. Whoa! And look at, we've got both the capital A and then the little a, right? Big A, little a, big B, little b, all the way up to Z. So this story is going to have all the letters of the alphabet in it. It's called Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. And when we get to that point, when we say Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, so if you're tapping or keeping beat, however you want, that's great. But then on Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, make sure you make a noise like that. I think I'll go like this. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. Because I've got to hold the book with one hand, so I can't clap. Here we go. So I'm going to find a good tempo to start out here. We're going to start kind of slow. Okay? Do you hear that? A told B and B told C, I'll meet you at the top of the coconut tree. So there's A, B, and C, and here's our coconut tree, and I want you to notice how straight the trunk of that coconut tree is, okay? We said D to E, F, G, I'll beat you to the top of the coconut tree. Chicka, chicka, boom, boom, will there be enough room? Good question. Here comes H up the coconut tree, and I and J and tag along K, all on their way up the coconut tree. Chicka, chicka, boom, boom, will there be enough room? Look at that, it's starting, what's happening to the trunk of that tree? It's starting to bend a little, isn't it? Look who's coming, L-M-N-O-P. And Q-R-S and T-U-V. Wow, look at that tree though. Are they kind of heavy for the tree, do you think? I think so. Still more W and X, Y, Z. The whole alphabet up the... Oh no! Chicka, chicka, boom, boom! Look at that. All the letters fell off the tree and they're all jumbled up, and we're going to hear about it in a second. So, let's try. So, you hear that? Ooh, I hope this isn't too fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we're going to try it because this part's kind of fun to do a little bit fast. Skit, scat, scoodle doot, flip, flop, flee. Everybody's running to the coconut tree. Mamas and papas and uncles and aunts hug their little dears and dust their pants. So you know what's funny? I grew up saying aunts, uncles and aunts, but it's always aunts in books because it needs to rhyme with things like pants, because there's not much that rhymes with aunt. All right, here we go. Help us up, cried ABC. Next from the pile up, skinny D, and stub-toed E, and patched up F. Then comes G, all out of breath. Should we look at these ones a little bit? So there's D, aw, and look at E, oh, stubbed its toe. And F's got, what does F have on it? Can you see? Yeah, a Band-Aid. And then, all right, so here we go. H is tangled up with I. J and K are about to cry. L is knotted like a tie. All right, should we try and slow it down again a little bit? Should we try it real slow? Here. Let's see how that affects it. 1, 2, 3, 4. M is looped. N is stooped. O is twisted, alley, oop. Skit, scat, scoodle, doot, flip, flop, flee. Look who's coming, it's black-eyed P. Q, R, S, and loose tooth T. Then UVW, wiggle, jiggle, free. Last to come, X, Y, Z. And the sun goes down on the coconut tree. All right, should we do it fast for the very end? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. But chicka, chicka, boom, boom, look, there's a full moon. A is out of bed, and this is what he said. Dare, double dare, you can't catch me. I'll beat you to the top of the coconut tree. Chicka, chicka, boom, boom. All right, friends. I hope you had fun with that. I sure did. I've never done that before where I change up the tempo like that. I think that's kind of fun. What did you think? Did you enjoy it? Well, if you like it, you can try doing that with other songs and other stories if they're in verse like that, where there's kind of a rhythm. All right, so some of the things like Pete the Cat, things like that, where you can speed it up and slow it down. All right. And then I have a challenge for you today, too. My challenge for my older friends, this is not easy. I want you to come up with a word for each letter of the alphabet. Okay, so we started with A and went all the way to Z. I challenge you to think of a word for each one. So if you are old enough to be able to write down the whole alphabet, you could write A, B, C, all the way to Z, and then write a word for each letter. Okay, and then you can get grown-ups to help you if you can't write yet. And then for younger friends, grown-ups, you can really help out and give them some clues. You could also just do the vowels if you want to, or just do half the alphabet. I think you could probably, in your house, find a lot of things that start with it, and you can think about colors, and you can also think about sizes and different adjectives to describe things. That's your challenge. It's also a beautiful day, so if you get outside, in Denver at least it is, if you're watching this today, if you get outside, you can find some things in nature that start with that letter too. All right, friends. Where are we at here? Let's see. I think we have time to do this. We're gonna sing a little song about weather. I need to change my, here we go. Make sure I'm in here too. All right. Well, I know not everybody is watching this from Denver. Today in Denver, it's a beautiful sunny day. There are a few clouds out there I see too, so. What do you think this represents? It's the sun, right? So that's sunny weather. What about this one? Good job, cloudy weather. Rainy. Ooh, snowy. And windy. All right, so our song is gonna go like this. We're gonna say, what's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? Is it sunny? Like a sun? Is it cloudy? Is it rainy out today? Is it snowy? Is it windy? All right, here we go. What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? Cloudy. Is it rainy out today? Is it snowy? Is it windy? Now I need to blow. feel like we should have had one more. Is it snowy? Is it windy? Is it foggy out today? What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? So look out your window and tell me what the weather is like. Is it sunny? Cloudy? Rainy? Snowy or windy? Where I'm at right now, it's sunny and a little cloudy. And there's a little bit of wind. It's not snowy, but I think there's going to be snow pretty soon. And maybe some rain, too. All right, friends. We have time for one fun song before we say goodbye today. All right, here we go. This is jumping and counting. So we're going to count and jump while we're singing. And then when we stop, when the music stops, we stop jumping and we count, okay? So we're going to jump while we sing and then stop and count, okay? And it goes like this. So get ready to jump. Jump, 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 jumping high are we, but we'll stop jumping while we count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we're gonna jump like pogo sticks, and we'll see if we can count all the way to 6. Here we go. Jump, 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 jumping. Mr. John forgot the words. Jump, jump, jumping just like pogo sticks. Let's try that again. Jump, 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 just like pogo sticks. But we'll stop jumping while we count to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you think we can go all the way to 10? We're jumping once again, but then we'll be finished once we count to 10. Here we go. Jump, 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 jumping once again. But we'll stop jumping once we count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job, everybody. Okay, friends. Well, thank you so much for joining me. All Ages Storytime. My name is Mr. John. I will see you soon. We're gonna say goodbye. We're gonna wave, okay? We wave goodbye like this. We wave goodbye like this, my friends. With our friends at story time, we wave goodbye like this. All right, and of course we're gonna kiss. Blow a kiss. We kiss goodbye like this. We kiss goodbye like this. With our friends at story time, we kiss goodbye like this. Goodbye, friends. Thanks